Hello and welcome back to Broken Chess, the show that mostly just combines games with other games. I am here once again with Mr. Full Official George Gorthier. George, how are you doing?
I'm still alive, but I'm barely breathing. I'm just praying to a god that I don't believe in.
I don't know the next lyric, but glad to hear it.
At least you got that it was a song.
Yeah. Um, all right. So the version of chess that we'll be playing today is called Capture the Flag chess. The way that is going to work, the kings are the flag, as it were. They cannot move, so they will be stuck on e1 and e8. We have to capture the king by moving to that square. So just as a bad example, if my queen was here and it was my move, I'd go capture the king. So we drag the king off. My queen would start from that spot with the flag basically, and would have to get back to my half of the board. So ranks 1 to 4 for George, ranks 5 to 8. And if the piece gets captured, so if my queen would get captured, then the king rather, will go back to its starting square. I don't. It's interesting, given that. Well, I think we'll be smart enough not to capture the king when it is immediately in position to get captured, so that shouldn't be an issue. But if it is, I guess we'll just say the capturing piece goes back to where it started, and the king goes back to its home square.
Yeah.
All right. So here we are then. I will just start us off like I always do with e4.
King's pawn opening. You're such a rookie. Now, how do I respond? I think I'm gonna give you an opportunity for a fool's mate here, just as you demonstrated. Um,
H4.
I think I'll mirror you for now.
Yeah, that's probably best. I was listening to a chess podcast today, and apparently there's some Russian chess streamer who always starts with G4, and the people on the podcast are like, if you're playing online and your opponent does some nonsense like that, you have to play nonsense back, because if you lose to a guy who's playing nonsense, that just stings even more.
It makes sense.
Yeah, I think those rules go out the window a little bit when you're doing what we're doing, because we don't really know what we're doing yet. But anyway,
What was
uh,
the old whose line adage? It was everything's made up and the points don't matter.
yep, yeah. All right. I was thinking, oh, I'll get my knight out there and get ready to castle, but nope. Other knight dead. Go with my
uh,
Vienna, which according to one guy 100 years ago breaks chess, and then he proceeded to lose every game of his tournament after that. Every game with
incredible.
white. Yeah, he's like, this line breaks chess. It's an automatic win, and he did not win a single game with white. Okay. Oh, yeah, I see the danger there.
The danger for you.
Yes, I really wish I'd thought of that. Damn. So yeah, I think knight h3 is pretty much forced here.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna go about. I could go about doing it, or I could just prepare in another direction, which is bringing my queen to
Oh
h4.
dear, this is probably not going to be a long game. Mm.
I mean, there's a way that you can make this work if you
Oh
see it.
yeah, well, there are a couple ways. Um,
I think in a normal game, I wouldn't have, activated my queen so quickly.
right,
But again, with the knowledge that the king can't move, it makes things a little bit easier for me right now.
right. Although you capture the king, my queen is immediately going to strike back, so that is something.
Right. I'm just
Um,
preparing, getting ready.
yeah, and
Arousing.
oh yeah, I knew this was a move, but yeah, it absolutely still works to go G3.
And now we will have to play that classic French move, which is retreat.
Ah, I was like en passant.
No, no, no. I'm not skilled enough in worldly languages to know what that means.
That's the French chess move.
Okay,
Okay.
buddy, sure.
All right. I think that was actually a blunder on your part to go after me so early. So we'll see if that's right. If my d4 here, if I've calculated correctly. If not,
I don't think you calculated correctly, unless I'm missing something, and I don't think I am.
well, let's hope so.
I see what you're doing, man. I see it. I see it, and I'm good with it.
Ah, interesting.
So as we play this, what are your thoughts on the actual game Capture the Flag?
I'm a huge fan. I probably haven't played since I was 11. I really want to play again.
It's been a really long time for me too, but I've always enjoyed it.
Yeah, the downside is you need probably at least like 10 people in a pretty big area.
You need a good team. I would say at least 4 or 5 per side, you're right. And
Yeah,
then something to the nature of the field of play, which you got to have, rocks and trees in there, a little bit of an
yeah,
obstacle value to that.
absolutely.
Um, and again, if you're just capturing a flag, it's easy enough to run around with. If you're capturing something like a chess piece, makes it a little bit different.
Yeah. You know, we probably, well, no, cumulatively, the crew that we had in DC, we could have played Capture the Flag. I don't know if everyone would have been available or where we would have played, but we should. All right. Broken Chess, the Capture the Flag edition.
Maybe in our next time in DC.
Yeah. All right. Well, I do still think you've miscalculated, George, and I will show my commitment by doing that.
Well, I have full confidence in myself to beat you without your queen and my queen. So
Okay. However, you are still down a bishop.
that's fine. I do not enjoy the idea of running my chess pieces through a theocracy. So we're just gonna
However, the
take
queens were probably the queens were the best way to get a piece out, I think, to capture the flag and have it get out.
yeah. Look at me getting ready to castle.
Um
Pieces are going to fly off the board.
yeah, they really will. All right. Yeah, I think there have been a couple ones that I thought would end in a stalemate. The one that actually did end in a stalemate, I hadn't counted on. Uh I'm I feel pretty confident that this
You
one.
should always feel pretty.
Oh, thanks. I think there's a good chance that this one ends in a stalemate.
So it would seem.
Just from insufficient material. Um,
Can't move your king.
nope. That all right. But I am gonna. I think it's pretty obvious what I'm doing.
Okay. Um, y'all ain't slick. My rook is right there.
Don't worry about it.
Oh, I'm not not worried.
Good. Make sure to play that tag at the end if and when you lose.
I think our very well paid editor will take care of that for me.
Good. Check. Okay.
All right,
Yeah.
now do it. Do it.
I don't have to.
You don't have to.
Yeah, capturing isn't forced. Um, let's see now. How do I got good control of the center, but my pieces are kind of all in the back rank, which I don't love. Um,
If it makes you feel any better, I do love that your pieces are all sort of on the
that
back rank.
that does make me feel better. Thank you. Yeah, we'll just go here. Keep chasing your horsey around.
Okay. I'm going on the attack.
Um,
Take my horsey, you're losing your pointy hat guy.
yeah, I think I'm okay with that. I will take your horsey.
And I will take your pointy hat guy.
All right. Your pieces are flying off the board. Dude, it might just come down to one of us getting a passed pawn.
Yeah.
I think it probably will.
Why don't you try that?
I will do my best to get a passed pawn.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, I'll do this.
All right. Check.
Yep, had a hunch that that would be your next move. So I'll go there. Yes, thank you, chess.com. I know it's check. And again, you are welcome to capture it.
That gives me nothing. We're just gonna threaten an equally ranked piece of yours.
Okay. Hmm.
Lulls are fun.
Yeah. Um,
So just getting back to our conversation, I would 100% be down if you wanted to organize a game of capture the flag.
fantastic. I think, yeah, that's my move. Um, yeah, our friend group is kind of disparate, but
We have a decently sized roster if we can assemble.
yes, perhaps if we go to con, we could go to a public park, or we could play on the con, play in the Arbo.
Playing in the Arbo would be fun.
Yeah. All right. Capture the flag in the Arbo in October. Let's make it happen.
It's already happening.
Fantastic. I don't know if we're keeping this in the episode, I assume.
Oh, absolutely.
All right.
It's
Hold us to
discourse
it,
between moves.
audience. Oh, you moved your knight back.
Did move
Fantastic.
my knight back.
Well, I will move my pawn forward.
Okay. And I will elect to ignore that by moving my hmm. I'll move my pawn forward in a moving pawn forward way.
Yeah, that is a good move in response, especially, yeah. Let's see. Take, yeah. Think. So yeah, we've each only lost one pawn. So that there's not a lot happening on that front. Um, let's see. No, that's losing. Um,
Oh, I would be very okay if you lost. In fact, I
Yeah,
want you to lose all the time.
I did kind of assume that. I think the best thing for me to do is to just block the center here a little bit.
I thought you would do that.
It's still actually a bad move, probably.
Yeah. Well, now that there's no consequence, I'm gonna. Oh, there might be a little consequence. Um, I am gonna go. Okay. Love the process of figuring out where I'm gonna go in real time. It would be nice to have the analysis board feature of chess.com
Hmm.
in a live game that's being recorded for a YouTube series, but alas.
Well, we are playing on the analysis board.
Yes, but I can't exactly play through moves as I
Yeah,
would, if I were playing a daily game on the app.
exactly.
So rather than any kind of response to you blocking the middle like that, I think I'm just gonna prepare in a different sense.
Okay. Um,
Because what are you gonna do about it, man?
well, I see the advantage that I have in one
Oh,
particular
believe
area.
me, I see it too.
Um, yeah, I think I'm gonna go here. Take your D pawn.
Okay. I'm gonna respond by doing exactly what you want me to do.
That's not what I wanted you to do necessarily. It's what I thought you'd do, but I don't know. I think it's probably the right move for you. Um, hmm. Yeah, I think time to get this knight off the back rank. Let's just see where you should go.
You have three options.
Yes, I do. Um,
Two more advantageous than the other.
yeah. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go here to E3.
Okay. I'm gonna keep going with what I was doing before and get this rook involved.
Check.
All right, well, I can't exactly do anything about that, so I guess
Yeah.
I will just. How am I gonna counter this?
I think that was a mistake.
I think it was maybe not a mistake, perhaps a blunder, because that's more
Perhaps.
significant.
I didn't want to put words into your
I think the
chess.com.
only that was a really weird way of phrasing that. Um,
It was. We'll cut that. You're a highly paid editor. We'll cut that, right?
no, we're going raw and uncut for this episode.
Hell yeah.
Um, so I think the best way to counter that is just through sacrifice.
I mean, I'll take the free rook, but I don't think that does anything.
Oh, it doesn't do anything.
No.
Great.
Your
Um,
your editor will have that clip of you saying whatever cocky thing you said earlier,
the
right?
editor won't be seeing this. I'm taking an executive producer pass and just pushing it to YouTube myself. Um, shit. I'm almost out of options here.
Just about. We've never had a game end in resignation. You're welcome to do that, but I think it's more satisfying to see it play out, especially given that I have to, like get my piece across the finish line, as it were.
Yeah. Um,
I don't think that'll be too tricky for me, but who knows? Okay. Um,
I think it's gonna be very tricky with when I have a king that can't move and mostly just pawns left.
yeah. So I
Begin
am
your
going to
assault, please.
I'm gonna capture your flag with my bishop. So I'll take your king off, and my bishop will go there.
Okay. I am going to elect to let you go and do something else.
Interesting.
I want to see how that plays out.
I don't think it's gonna go great because he just has to get to ranks 1 through 4.
I know.
Okay. All right. Yeah, he's gonna run back to where he went to h5, and now
Yeah, I didn't think that through.
I don't think you can stop him.
Yeah. Yeah. Last ditch effort. But
And that is how it ends. All right.
you should have
Here's
captured
what
with your knight. Kept the game going.
Oh, nah. All right. So what did you think of Capture the Flag chess?
It was more broken than I thought it would be. And maybe part of that was the queen exchange very early in the game.
Yeah.
And forcing us to rely on other pieces for our strategy. Because the queen, as you said when we were playing it through, would be the most ideal piece to capture and run.
Yeah, for sure. I
So
was worried when we lost him. Well, I was really worried at the beginning when you had your queen get involved so early because you obviously got a very powerful attack going. Um,
yeah, I had
uh,
a bishop and a queen going after you right away.
yeah,
But I would say probably a 7 broken because a lot of the gameplay was pretty standard. Minus the fact that the king couldn't move, and obviously castling is a big part of chess strategy. At least in my
yeah.
experience, and I know in your experience. We've talked about how many times you like to castle. Well, it's once per game, but we've talked about how you like to castle on this show before when I've been on.
Oh yeah,
So that's a huge part of it. And not being able to do it it definitely impacted
yeah.
my strategy. So I would
I
say
think
6 or 7 broken.
an alternate way we could try to do this is, have all the same rules, but the kings are castled.
Kings are
Um,
already pre-castled.
yeah, so the kings are castled at the start of the game. So that would be what? My rook where it is, king on g1, g8, and then we'd put probably the light square bishops on h, and then put the knights on
Yeah,
e1 and 8.
we could try that, or we could just try, a randomizer back rank position setter. I don't know how to phrase that, how to end
The
that
chess
phrasing.
960.
Yeah, 960 was what came to mind. I don't know 100% if that's random or not. That's just my lack of knowledge. Um, but yeah,
Yeah, it's 960 because there are 960 possible combinations for the back rank there.
oh, that makes a
Yeah.
lot of sense.
Yep.
Um, so yeah, 6 or 7 broken, and it was pretty fun. Um, we don't take it too seriously, so I mean,
Yeah.
I don't take it
I
too
was
seriously. I
looking
know you do. Very
my
serious
job
all the
board.
time.
I was looking on the chess.com earlier, and head to head we are 5-5 across all the different variations. We like the regular ranked versions between 960 and daily and blitz and rapid. I didn't think to look up what we are head to head in various versions of broken chess, but I would guess it's something similar.
Yeah,
Um,
I,
which
I
is
would
good.
I would guess that too, and we can obviously find out by
Yeah,
watching the
well,
other videos on this channel.
absolutely. I believe this will be the 26th or 27th.
It's up there.
Yeah. So if you enjoy this, watch all of those. Play your own capture the flag and play this and go find 7 to 9 to more people and play an actual game of capture the flag because we would love that.
Get
If you
outside,
can.
be active. It's still
Yeah,
summer in the
go
northern
play chess in
hemisphere.
a park.
Go play chess in a park and play capture the flag in your living room.
Uh, we'll try that too.
So what were your rankings on that? I think I
Yeah,
said
I would say
seven broken for me, and we'll say another 7 for fun.
I think maybe only a 5 or 6 broken because the the better chess player is probably still going to win this all the time. Where the more broken, like
Wow.
no, no,
Okay.
no,
Okay.
we're like I said, we're comparable. You've made one, well, yeah, you made one mistake and that cost you, but um, I think perhaps like if one of us played against a player who's 2000, we'd lose every time against them, and if a 2000 played against a grandmaster, they'd lose every time. Is what I mean. We're obviously all close enough in ranking that
Yeah.
that's not a factor, but yeah. So I think in that respect, it's not too broken. It does pretty significantly change how you play in strategy, though, like that opening attack you had, which I wouldn't have been worried about in normal chess, other than I couldn't have castled. Um, Became a whole lot more serious. So in that, yeah, I think probably giving it a 6 is fair. Um, and I did enjoy this. I'd say 7 or 8 out of fun. I
7 or 8
would,
out of fun. I like that.
yeah, on a scale of 1 to fun, what number was it?
Dude, a scale of fun to 10 was right there. Go for the rhyme, but
All right, we'll
yes.
see you next week. Bye.
Oh, you didn't do the hand thing. We'll see you next
That would have
week.
been, yeah. Anyway,
This was
yeah,
fun.
I'll enjoy revisiting this at some point in the future. Yeah, so if you enjoyed it as well, let us know. And this time we'll actually do the outro. Yes, comment, like, subscribe, smash that notification button.
Please do.
Yeah, and we will actually now see you next week. Bye.